All right. Sorry about that, Katie. So who am I
No,
speaking
not a
to?
problem at all. Yeah, you've got Katie on the phone now, Jane.
So who are you?
My name's Katie. I'm Deepak's manager.
The what manager? Sorry.
I'm Deepak's manager, the last operator you were speaking with.
All right. Okay. So I've got a bit of a problem. I've called the Commonwealth Bank and I've identified myself as per any normal usual guidelines for any other citizen of Australia to be able to verify themselves with the Commonwealth Bank. And then I've been told I can't find out why I didn't get the net code to my mobile phone that I'm calling you from, that's registered with the bank. I've got no answers, and I've got no I've got no access with my account, and just I've been told I need to go into the branch tomorrow to find out why I didn't get a net code to my mobile phone and to be able to access any of my banking. Now I understand very clearly that I did identify myself with the bank through my name, my address, my date of birth, my recent transactions that been in a branch. I withdrew over the counter in St Kilda in Ackland Street just yesterday, very close to $5,000. It was a large withdrawal and it was transferred into my bank account by Samuel Winterbank. And it's very clear that I'm me. Also, I'm calling from the mobile phone number that you should have registered with my account. And I've also got 4 inactive debit credit cards in front of me that I would like to activate at this very moment. I mean, I know my client number. In fact, I've even got I've got all the details that you could possibly need to identify me. And I've been told, or I've been lied to by your colleague who's told me that these are standard procedures for everybody equally in Australia, that everybody calls up to get information about their bank account. Everybody's told to go to the branch. Now I know that's a fucking load of bullshit. That doesn't happen to anybody. It's never happened to me, in any of the years that I have been calling the bank, and it's fucking unreasonable. Okay, I've specifically called up to find out why I didn't get a net code to my phone when I should have, and I've been given no answer whatsoever. And that's not good enough. And I want to know why I'm being treated differently to everybody else that banks with the Commonwealth. And I want to know. I don't want access to my account, and I don't want to be fucked around and be told to go to a branch because, frankly, you've already annoyed me for the past hour already. So can you please give me access to my bank account and explain to me why I'm being treated differently to everybody else?
Okay, well, let me have a look at what's happening here, Jane. Now, I am going to see if I can ask a few extra security questions here. Now,
why do you want to do that when I've already identified myself?
Well, it's something where you haven't been identified to
Hold
our
on.
standards there,
Generally
Jane.
speaking, you guys ask me the questions that I can't answer. And these are the questions I can't answer, so don't answer me these ones. I don't know my bloody security questions or whatever. I was of the mind that I did actually change them myself the other day and should know them. However, I can't seem to trust anybody with the Commonwealth Bank, and don't even know if anyone's gone into my account and changed it. Also, I've had my mobile phone lost, and people did put a security lock on my account a day and a half ago, and said that I didn't have access to the mobile phone that I'm now calling you from and regained access to, because I couldn't cut it off in time. So I don't know those answers. I don't know my telephone banking password, and I don't know my security questions, but I know pretty much everything else. So when you want to ask me some questions, go right ahead, but don't let it be those two that I can't answer.
No, well, I'm gonna ask a few extra questions here, Jane. But just bear in mind that it is something where we do work in a high level of security environment. So I'm gonna try and at least provide you with what's happening today.
No,
I'm not saying I'm going to be able to fix. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to fix the issue for you, but I'm at least.
Wait a second. If you want to know, if I want to regain access to my online banking, all you need to do is my credit card number, and I've got it in front of me.
That's not all I would need to access the account, Jane. We do
Why
need.
not? Because that's all the bank needs. That's all the online operation needs, and I've got that in front of me. Why do you need more than online banking?
We need to identify you for our standards here. So unless we're able to do that, we're not allowed.
Who do you think I am if I'm not Jane? Because obviously I am. I've got 4 inactive cards in
stating,
front of me, and I can give you the numbers of all of them.
Well, Jane, I'm not stating that you're anybody else, but it is something where we do need to identify to our standards to be able to do anything
And you've
on
done
the account.
that. I know you have.
Well, that's not something that we've done at this point.
All right. So what else do you need to know other than like I've been in the bank and done like
With that withdrawal that you've done yesterday there, Jane, how much was that one for?
I can't tell you exactly. It was close to $5,000. I put in
able to give an exact amount?
Whatever it was, I can tell you was $5,000 was transferred into my bank, and what I withdrew from the bank, which was very close to 5,000, but was under 5,000 because my banking was over $2,000 in overdraft, and it wasn't that amount wasn't available. So I withdrew the available amount in my complete access account from the Ackland Street Commonwealth Bank at approximately 10 o'clock or between 10 and 11 yesterday morning.
And what kind of accounts do you hold at the bank?
I'm sorry, what kind of accounts? I have net bank, I've got complete access, and I've got smart access, of which a lot I opened very recently and have been giving me credit cards. Yeah, that I'm doing. I mean, this is a joke. I know you've already identified me. I mean, I've told you the time and place I've been into the bloody bank.
Yeah, but it's still something where we need to identify, and you can't give me the actual exact amount that you withdrew either there, Jane.
I gave you the time and the branch, you idiot. And I did give you the exact amount. I did give you the exact amount.
Can you please let me speak?
I did give you the exact amount.
I don't appreciate you calling me an idiot. Okay, I'm not an idiot, and I'm trying to help you out here.
Sorry, you're telling me I didn't give you the exact amount? I did give you the exact amount. I said I
didn't give me the exact amount.
All right, well, just let me fucking find the bloody receipt then, because it's on me. If you want me to, rifle through my bags forever, I did give you the exact amount. I said I withdrew all the available funds that were in my account.
That's not the available amount.
And I told you who transferred it to me, and what time I was in the bank. And you try to tell me I still haven't identified myself. What a lot of shit! I've told you that I've opened bank accounts recently, all of which I've got the cards here and numbers for. Do you want me to read out the card numbers to you?
No, I don't need that information, Jane.
No, you just don't want me to ID myself, do you? You want to make it impossible. I'll find the exact amount, don't worry. It'll take me about an hour to go through everything, though. You willing to hold the line, are you?
Okay, so I'm not willing to hold for an hour there, Jane.
All right, well, in order to find the receipt then, obviously.
Jane, in order to get this issue fixed, though, in order to find out exactly what's happening with that net code, it is going to be something you're going to have to do in the branch.
That's a lot of shit. I want access to my bank account, so you can just hold on until I find the receipt to the bank if you need to know the exact amount. But while you're at it, why don't you ask a few more questions so I can identify myself in another way?
I've got no other questions to ask you, Jane.
Beg your pardon?
I've got no other questions to ask you, Jane.
Why not?
Because I don't have any other questions to ask at this point.
Well, why are we asking it? Well, hold on, why not?
Because I don't have any security questions left to ask here.
Why not? There's plenty of questions you could ask me about my bank account.
I've got to stick with the Jane, I've got to stick with the security guidelines at the moment.
Yeah, I know you do. So do so, because you're not at the moment at all.
And I am.
There are plenty of other questions you could ask me, and I've been asked before that by the bank, and there are plenty, and I've identified myself satisfactorily anyway.
Okay, so Jane, our processes and procedures do change from time to time. At this point, it's not going to be anything that we'll be able to help over the phone. In order to take a look into that net code,
bullshit. So what?
That's you're going to have to do in the branch.
That's bullshit. I don't have to do that. I've identified myself over the phone. I don't want access to my bank account now.
So
you can't just say that I've not identified myself when I've answered all your questions correctly, and I have satisfactorily as per Commonwealth Bank guidelines, and I know so. And you're lying to me, telling me that I haven't. It's for a fact I have, and I'm fucking sick of it.
I've got no reason to lie to you. It's something where I need to identify.
You are lying to me.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way there, Jane. But in order to find out what's happening with that net code, it does need to be done in the branch.
I don't need to go to the branch at all. I've called you.
It does need to be done in the branch.
No, it doesn't at all. Why am I having to go to the branch when nobody else has to? And they can just identify themselves. There
are lots of other people that do have this.
No. I've identified myself. Yeah, you've not this whole entire call asked me for my telephone banking password, not once, right? And I did tell you halfway through.
You've already stated that you don't know your telephone banking password.
The other guy didn't ask me at all. He ID'd me, and I gave him enough information, and I know I bloody did. Because I've been in the bank and doing it for my whole entire life.
He hasn't identified you to banking standards here, Jane. In order
Actually,
to do that, the only way you're going to be able to get this
I
information
know
is
you've
directly in the
identified me
branch.
at banking standards. I haven't answered a question wrong to you at all. I've been actually entirely accurate. I did give you the whole entire amount. I've not given you the actual number, but I've said to you, hold on, and I'll find the receipt. I'll give it to you. And I have ID'd myself. And yes, there are plenty of other questions you could ask me about my bank account that could continue to identify myself. And yes, you're lying to me. And I'm fucking sick of it.
Okay, so Jane, at this point, in order to find out what's going on with the netcode, it does need to be done in a branch. I'm happy to put through a complaint
I
for you
want to
about
know
it.
why my phone didn't get a netcode.
So this isn't something that I can discuss until you do go into the branch.
No, yes, it is. That's a lie.
Jane, at this point, in order to identify
Why
yourself,
are you treating me
do need to go
differently to
into
the
the
rest
branch.
of the population? Why am I not allowed to call up the bank and have the same guidelines and be afforded the same service as everybody else? Because I'm not.
Jane, you do have the same guidelines
No, I
as
don't
everybody
at all.
else, and our processes and procedures do change
No, I
from
don't
time
at
to
all.
time.
You're lying.
At this point, and I can see where you called earlier in regards to this as well.
Yeah, I want to be able to return to my bank account. That's why.
At this point, as you've been told,
the other person who spoke to me said a whole lot of other bullshit. He said to me, like, I don't have a bloody bank account and I need to go into a branch, which I knew was a lie as well. So I've called back. I've been identified, and I want